Not bad. That's a Jewy. Next thing we want to talk about, I suppose what everyone wants to know, is location. Oh, I've got double hookup here. Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, that's a real good one. G'day guys, and welcome to this week's episode, Nothing But Night Fishing. And the focus this week will be targeting Mulloway and Lake Macquarie overnight using bait. Now I did do an episode for winter Mulloway, and now that we've changed over to the warmer seasons, thought I'd just give an update. Things have changed, even just in the way I'm rigging up and all the rest of it. And hopefully you can get a couple of tips and a bit of help to get your first one, or maybe improve your consistency. So first thing's probably bait. Tailor and Yacka is what I use the most, and with Tailor being my preference for winter. The only change there is they're still both viable, but squid, we're coming into squid. Squid is definitely probably the pick of the three baits. The others will still work during this time as well. I've used them, they still work, but squid, it's definitely the go. So with the squid comes changing your rig from single hook chunks to the Snell Setup. So I'll show that a little bit later as well. Now the one thing I suppose everyone wants to know is location. And you'll be surprised to know I've fished everything from edges, drop-offs, holes, wrecks, cockle beds, even started fishing shallows and caught dew on all of them. And I don't think any of them have fished any better than the other. There's been nights I've got none, there's been nights I've got 5. It just, yeah, I don't really know what the rhyme or reason is to it. If you sit out here long enough though, your chances of getting one is pretty high. If you sit out here for 2, 3 hours, 4 hours and go, I'm not getting one, I'm going in, well, yeah, you're not going to get one. They talk about tide changes. I've had some nights they've hit on the middle of the tide. I've had some nights they've hit before the tide, on the tide. It just seems to be, if you're out here, you're in the right place at the right time with good fresh bait, your chances of getting one go up high. The next thing I would talk about is tackle. So I run 2 lighter rods, 4 to 8 kilo, and I run 2 heavier rods, that 10 kilo rod. I like fast taper rods. I run a couple of lighter rods with just 4 and 5,000 spin reels, and also run bait runners as well, just with a light drag on the bait runner and then your fighting drag set on the other one. They're probably my preference. I find that makes it a lot easier. The dew can do its run, and then when you're ready you can strike. That's what I prefer, but again, I've caught just as many on the 5,000 spin reels like the Shimano Nasky and things like that. So if you got fresh bait and you sit out here long enough, you're going to catch one. You've got something. Oh, I just got bit off. Yeah. Gone. Bugger. Bugger. So I've just re-rigged after that bite off. I've got a small sinker because it is pretty windy. It's supposed to back off later, so hopefully it does. I've got 2 glow beads, swivel, and then I've got my Snell, which is just 2 size 6 hooks. Are these glow beads necessary? Absolutely not. I've caught more fish without them than I have with them. It's just I bought some, I've got packets of them there, so I've chucked them on. Do you need them? No you don't. I don't generally go much bigger than a size 6 hook. They seem to be my favourite, and it's, yeah, size 6 top, bottom. They're Norseman tackle. They're pretty good hooks, nice and sharp, and yeah, good price. So anyway, I'll bait him up and get another bait in the water. So the rig again, just a Snell setup, hook through the top, hook through the bottom there, if you can see that. 2 6-0s, basic setup. And that's what we're running to catch our fish tonight. Don't know what this is. It isn't massive. Tailor, flathead. Oh no, it's a Jewy. It's a small Jewy. It's a very small Jewy. Smallest Jewy I've probably ever caught. 54. So just a pup. Just a pup. We'll get him back, but I guess a Jewy's a Jew. Got a good one here. Could be a Jew, might be something else, who knows. Oh no, it's a Jew. Only a little one. Righto. 2 centimetres bigger than the other one. We are 56. Hopefully we can get some bigger ones. Time to release him. Go. Gonna swim into that other line. Oh, it's gonna tangle. Trying to get him away from this other line. Yeah. Oh, he's definitely got it. He's a better Jew though. '75 model, so good one. Have to get him back in the water though, but yeah, how good's that? One with a bit of size of legal. Got a fish on here. Decent run. Don't think it's a Jew though. Doesn't feel like a Jew. Maybe a big flatty. Oh, where's it going? .52 centimetre Tailor. That's a good one. Good bait too. So leader wise, I'm running the FC Rock, if you can see that, 40 pound. And then my trace, I've got that weightless. Some are weightless, some have got a sinker on it because it is that little bit windy. but if I can run it with no sinker, I do. I've got some glow beads on there too. Do they work? Maybe. I've caught just as many fish without them. In fact, probably caught more without them. I only just started chucking them on because I bought them. My leader though, with my snelled hooks, I've just got the Daiwa 50-pound fluorocarbon there. So yeah, that's what I'm running. And then hook wise, I'm using these Norseman tackle size 6s. Good hook, chemically sharpened. I don't go any bigger than size 6 really. That seems to do the job. Easy enough to set with a 50-pound and a 40-pound leader. So yeah, that does the job for me. Here we go. This feels like a Jewy. Need to get this net ready. It's a Jewy, all right. Not a massive one by the looks. It's always fun trying to net them by yourself. Got him. Oh, not a big one. 66. 66, but still it's a Jew. So get him back in the water, eh? Here we go. Not 100% if this one's a Jew. Don't think so. Could be. Oh, his head shakes. Yeah, maybe it is. Doesn't like the boat. Be nice if it is, and it's got some size to it. To grab that net in a sec. Where's he going? Oh yeah, it's a Jew. Come on. There we go, got him. Don't want to wet me seat. Righto, there he is. Legal. 75. So have to get him back in the water. Not bad. That's a Jewy. Getting him near the boat now, so he'll probably carry on a bit. Let him do his thing. Come on, bud. Oh, I've got double hookup here. I might have to come back to that. Shit, that's a good one. Shit, that's a real good one. This one's a good one too. This is wild. Righto, got that hooked. And I've got this estuary going off. What are we going to do here? Double hookups. This is a nice one. Far out. I've got the other one sitting in the net in the water. And I've got this one. I've just put... Righto, first cab off the rank, 81, good fish, time to get him back in the water. Righto, now for the next one. Next one's the biggest one of the night, 87, good fish, happy days. Righto, time to get him back in. Turning out to be a decent session. Far out. Can we just take a moment to soak that in? That was a double hookup fighting one Jew while the other rod just running and landed them both. That's insane. That is the most insane thing I've ever had happen. I've had some crappy sessions, but this one's made up for it. Like, I'm stoked. I'm absolutely stoked. Nothing makes me happier, honestly. Other than Tailor, of course. That was a given though, right? Alright, let's keep fishing. Feels alright. Oh, I just got off, whatever it was. Yeah, gone. Bit me right off. Completely gone. Bugger. Don't think it's that big either. Maybe a little squire or something. Brim squire. Yeah. Squire. Just a little fella. Anyway, we'll get rid of him. So I'm no expert, but something that's probably worth talking about is drag settings. So the first one, the bait runner, obviously you have two drags, the your light drag and your main drag. I don't set over to the main drag, which I call the fighting drag, until that rod is folded over and the jew's running. Once the jew's committed like that, I'll either keep it in the rod holder or I'll pick it up, keeping that same angle and just flick it over. And usually that's all it is. I don't have to do a big hook set or anything like that. Usually that's enough because I'm using, I'm always putting new hooks on so they're nice and sharp. The spin reels, the 4,000 and 5,000 reels that I use, same sort of thing, only because I don't have the two drags, I just set my main drag a little bit tighter, not super tight, but a little bit tighter than what I do the bait runners. And the reason I don't go super tight on the drags, especially with the bait runners, is when I had them relatively tight or a bit tighter, I was either pulling, when I'd flick it over, I was either pulling and ripping the bait out of their mouth, or I was gut hooking fish. So once I backed that drag off, seemed to go back to hooking them in the side of the mouth. So that's what works for me. Yeah. So I suppose I do let them run a little bit, but yeah, hopefully that helps. Alrighty guys, well that'll do us for another episode. Can't complain about this episode and this session, that's for sure. I mean, nothing makes me happier than a double hookup. The only thing that makes me happier than that is landing two fish on a double hookup solo. But yeah, when it comes to fishing, that's about as good as it gets for me. Absolutely stoked with that. Good to get some dewies. Still didn't get a big meatery, but we got some legals, got some illegals as well, but mostly legal, so that's the main thing. But yeah, that'll do us. Hopefully you enjoyed the episode. Don't forget to like, subscribe and share it around. Throw a comment if you can. All helps, trying to build the channel, and the more engagement I get, the more sort of motivated I get to keep getting out here and doing it. So yeah, gonna leave it there, gonna pack up and head in, but thanks again for watching.